Welcome back to Gear Check Games. This is episode 6 of Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes for the GameCube. Last episode, we defeated the tank that Vulcan Raven was piloting.
With our bare hands.
Good job.
Yeah.
And now we're screwed because if you get caught in this room, you're basically just on a timer until you die of asphyxiation.
Yeah, they flood the room with gas.
Snake just gave up.
What a way to open the episode, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, so like, I wanted one. I forgot what this room does to a person if you get caught, because it was like a week between my test playthrough and this playthrough.
Snake, are you okay?
Yeah,
And then-
you can forget a lot of things in a week.
Yeah, and I wanted to display, hey, I'm not the best player.
It's freaking
Definitely-
double standard.
We're
Snake,
definitely
you're
not-
not allowed to use weapons in here. The whole place will blow up. And then all the guards just have, like, shotguns.
Well, but like, see, that's why they're the villain, Dan, is because they don't obey like standard safety procedures and everything. See, in spite of its mature
I
rating,
imagine Liquid, like, told them all not to do it, and they just didn't listen. Or Liquid neglected to tell them, because he's just like, if they blow up, it's not my problem.
just like standing in the communications tower talking to us, like, boy, I sure hope those guards in the warhead storage facility listen to my directions. Boss, is that a mushroom cloud on the horizon? Shit.
Oh god, the fireball's getting
Ocelot,
closer.
I feel like I forgot to do something today. Can you think of what it was? Did you tell the guards in the nuclear warhead storage to... Did you give them the non-lethal weapons? Right.
Well, you
That
know,
might be what
any
it
weapon
is.
can be non-lethal if you're a bad enough shot.
Yeah, there's a box back in there that you can hide behind. I'm playing this the slow way. I'm the opposite of a speedrunner. I'm like, I will use every trick I can to get past these.
He was hiding in the
crypts.
darkness of Shadow Moses.
Yes. So we passed a camera back there that's very hard to see on the radar. The little reticle showing where its vision is.
Oh, can that
So
one spot you from a floor up?
Well, that one I don't think so, but the one on the other side, if you're not in the little alcove housing the
What?
oh god,
What was that?
I don't know.
Just get to the elevator quick.
Yeah,
Go, 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 go.
he just runs off.
Flawless victory. Also, I'm pretty sure in this game,
I'll allow it.
if you... Oh, God. I think Psycho Mantis might be messing with my mind, because I totally forgot what I was about to say.
Speaking of Psycho Mantis.
Yeah, just as we're arriving on his floor.
Yeah, you should change your controller slot. That'll help.
That's... yeah. Wait a minute.
One of these is Meryl, and you can tell by the way they walk. Also, just look at their butt.
Is it already, or... Because I
thought
thought
we- I thought
Meryl
it
only
was-
showed up in this room after you defeat, like, the next boss we're going to
Oh
encounter.
yeah.
Could be
Yeah, we
wrong
gotta
on
fight-
that. I'm by no means a Twin Snakes expert.
No, you're right. We gotta fight the cyborg ninja first.
Does that mean you can kill Meryl?
Yes.
Maybe.
And you get a game over.
Oh, man.
I have a story, but I might
the
say
Colonel wouldn't be happy.
I have a story, but I might save it when we get to it.
Sounds good.
Ooh,
Oh yeah,
Nikita.
that guard that just entered the room. If you go to the left of the elevator, right when you land on this floor, you can like find him in the bathroom, like relieving himself. So
Oh yeah. You can knock him out in there too. Doesn't he have like dialogue, like special dialogue?
not that I remember, at least in the original game. In Twin Snakes, he might. Also, is it just me, or are these bathrooms like uncharacteristically posh for this?
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I love how just, like, fancy these bathrooms are.
Yeah.
Like, I think this whole floor is supposed to be like the main office. Like if visitors come by to do inspections and shit, they stop off here first.
This is the only floor they're allowed to tour. Yeah, the whole facility's like this. No worries.
Yeah. Also, if you have a lighter, sir, don't light it in the nuclear storehouse. Yeah, you have to come in here for the Nikita because don't you have to use it to get through the Snake's having a freak out.
Yeah, you have to
He's
get
doing
through
that-
the second floor basement.
Yeah.
Snake's entering his channeling his inner Sora.
He is.
So
Yeah,
excited.
it would be a Trey playthrough if my hands didn't just combust into convulsions every time I have to stop and think for a half second.
It's like, oh boy, new twin snakes.
Oh yeah, this is another one of those rooms where Snake gets a random call. He's like, "Who are you people?"
Why is this room like this?
Why is it so
Yeah.
green?
What function does it
Am
serve,
I inside
Colonel?
the codec?
Like, who are they trying to protect here with this floor?
They're
Like,
trying
I
to
get that
protect
they're
you, okay? They know what horrors wait behind the door on the other side of this hallway.
like, I get that they're developing like special ops nuclear weapons down here, but like, they don't have to electrify the floors.
Well,
like, what if
you know what? It just occurred to me that on the other side of this obstacle course is Otacon,
Yeah,
one of the most like cowardly characters in the series. So like,
yeah.
would make sense that he would have all of these over the top obstacles to like protect himself from intruders.
I don't want anyone to get to me. Well, wait, don't they put him down
Mission
there
accomplished.
after they're done with his like information? They stick him down there to keep him quiet.
I forget.
Whoa.
So I could be doing this a lot easier if I would just go get the gas mask, which is like one room ahead of me.
Good thing they're terrible shots.
Yeah. Here we get yet another indication of MGS1 being like a 3D game, like kind of in name only. Or not name necessarily, but like it's a polygonal game, but like for the most part it operates on like a 2D plane, except when you're like changing between floors and like the tank hangar or what have you. Or
I
during
love
some
that
of the boss
image
fights.
where it just did like the heavy like switch noise, and it looked like the floor just like changed texture.
Well, I mean that's kind of what happened.
Just the idea of something like randomly changing textures in the game and then having an accompanying sound just makes it more feel
Just
like
like a
it
little-
happened in real life.
So I'm trying to get all the treasure that's in here, but I don't think I can pick all of it up. Because I don't think I have the right security. So I'm going to take a little bit of damage before I get out of here.
Well, thankfully, when a gun camera spots you, it doesn't trigger an alert. It just starts firing at you, so
Yeah. It's like a localized alert.
yeah. But you're really
Although
holding out on that gas mask.
I am. I don't know why I'm not picking it up, because in my test run, I picked it up first. I don't know what my deal is.
If I remember, I always kind of forget where the
Book.
like which room the
There it
gas
is.
mask is in.
My goodness, they give you a lot of books in this game. At least
Well, you
on this
gotta read.
difficulty.
God, it goes down so much slower. Jeez.
Wait, what spotted you there? Was the gun camera?
There's
Oh,
another
there
one
was
down
in
the right
room where you
hallway.
got the okay, yeah. Never mind.
It's like good luck aiming
Yeah.
with this mask on.
Dude, have you ever gotten the monkey mask from Snake vs. Monkey in
Oh
MGS3?
yeah.
No.
Whose only purpose is to make it basically
What the hell?
impossible to aim in 3D or in first
Get,
person.
like 2 tiny little eye holes.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go to first person while wearing the monkey mask, all you can basically see is the inside of the mask with these 2 like microscopic little eye slits where his pupils are.
So it's like
Do you
accurate.
only get 1 eye hole after you have to a certain point in the game?
I don't think it's that stringent, but
Do they put the eye patch on the mask?
just put it on the monkey.
So this scene right
Jesus.
here is like kind of frightening, because like everything else up until now has just been like normal espionage and like robot shit, and now you're getting like this crazy ninja guy just slaughtering dudes left and
Almost
right.
like a Japanese anime.
You might say that.
Did they show any of this in the original?
I don't
Or
think
did you
they
just
did.
walk in the room and see all
the
the blood and then see the one, like, guy dying? Or
Yeah, I
something?
think in MGS1 they just show you the one guy, but then like you walk through a bunch of corpses.
I feel like it was scarier that way.
Yeah,
Like, not knowing exactly what happened.
but damn,
You just kind of see it.
Ow.
bloodshed. See, if
Aren't
this was
they-
One Piece, that guy would be totally fine and just walk it off.
God. The amount of times Luffy gets shot with bullets that just don't go through him.
Well, that makes sense because he's made of rubber.
but they're going so fast.
The whole like getting slashed with swords and just being totally fine thing, that you kind of have to suspend your disbelief for.
Didn't he get shot with like 4 or 5 of those giant needles? And he just like took them out and threw them away.
Ooh.
This is such a dick move he does
He's
here.
just checking to make sure he's cake or not.
How is he not sliding down on the sword?
the ultimate cake slicer. He's
Wipe
got
this
abs of
meme from
steel.
the face of the earth.
He was holding himself in place with his abs only.
I'm getting strong near the end of the Middle East chapter from MGS4 vibes.
Oh yeah,
Where it's showing off all the beasts.
yeah. That's a good scene.
It is.
I wish MGS4 had more scenes like that.
I'll take these bullets. No, at least something good came out of this, right?
Yeah. They give you these bullets, which
I love
if you
that. It's just like, wow, horrific violence. Oh, hey, some bullets that you can't use on this boss because he won't let you.
yes, Snake's been to enough battlefields. He knows when to be a good scavenger.
Who are you?
Okay, no disrespect to the voice actor of Otacon, because he's mostly great in the series, but I feel like in Twin Snakes he just takes it just a little bit too far.
What? What are you talking
With the whole
like-
kind of emasculated whiny character. 'Cause, I don't know, in
This shit.
the original MGS1 he just felt a little more natural to me.
What next?
He peed his pants.
As this cutscene progresses, we're just gonna keep cutting back to Otacon, just like the piss puddle growing larger and larger. Till they're swimming.
I love how
know what I love?
I love how a character peeing their pants has basically become a Metal Gear tradition to show off the level of technology for that whatever console it's on.
Yeah, except in and we got so advanced in Metal Gear Solid 4 that we had a character poop his pants.
Oh boy, that I could have done without.
Did you find Johnny taking a crap in a barrel in that game?
That's your
There's the line.
introduction to him.
There's the line.
Yes, the legend. I was trying to remember. Wait, I know that somebody pees their pants in 5, but I can't remember who it. Oh yeah, Huey.
Oh,
What are you
yeah.
here for? Revengeance?
Not for honor, but for you.
So, I've never understood his helmet until these playthroughs. I get that the singular eye in the middle is supposed to be very intimidating, but he actually does have normal ass eye slits.
Yeah, if the monkey mask was hard to see through, I can't imagine what Gray Fox has to deal with.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's like
the ninja.
Stormtrooper. There's a really silly line in this fight coming up. Then when it happens, I'm just gonna lose it.
During the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a part where he's like, "Hurt me, Snake. Hurt me more."
yeah. Oh boy.
So
Well,
like,
they were
you
best
can't.
buds in.
That's
Foxhound,
good,
weren't they?
Kick.
For the first part of the fight, can't you use guns? But then the latter half, if you use guns, he just throws them, he steals them and throws them away.
I don't think he lets you use guns on him at all in this fight. That first part is where he's using his sword to deflect your bullets until you stop using them and fight him with your melee combo.
I just realized
me-
this might be.
Go
Go ahead. I was
Oh,
gonna
so-
say that this might be kind of practice to leading up to a later boss battle. I just realized.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. A much later boss battle.
Yeah.
But-
Honestly, this one's harder compared to the one at the end.
Yeah, I I'm sorry. I might not make any friends with this, but I don't like this boss fight at all. Because, like, I mentioned earlier in the series that I'm not really a fan of when Metal Gear goes, like, all action and doesn't, like, even allow you to approach problems using stealth. But, like, this, at least in those other more combat-focused boss battles, you have, like, creative strategies for fighting the boss. Like, in most cases, like, you can find a way to use, like, any given weapon on a boss. But, like, with Gray Fox, the only thing he allows you to use is this really basic, like, short-range melee combo that you've got. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it just... I feel like that just kind of... this boss fight kind of highlights how the combat of Metal Gear, at least at this point in the series, just wasn't really all there to have an encounter like this and, like, have it be fun.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't get that until about MGS3 with the CQC system.
Well, yeah, because at least in that game, like, the CQC doesn't add a ton to the, like, short-range combat, but at the very least, it's, like, a little bit more cinematically interesting than just, like, punch, punch, kick, punch, punch, kick, roll out of the way. Try to get Gray Fox caught on the little piece of geometry so he doesn't one-shot you with his giant somersault attack.
But yeah, you can mess with his AI so much that, like, even though he cloaks and he can, like, teleport behind you and stuff, like, he is not hard to fight at all.
Well, I
Speaking
feel
of
like
messing
that's
with his AI, I feel like you can. I feel like I remember that you can, like, use a chaff grenade to pretty much incapacitate him or something, because he's all mechanical.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong.
I wonder if
could
that
be
works in the
misremembering.
original.
Hey,
Because
Mario.
If so,
I mean, it would. If I'm remembering it, it would be in the original, since I don't know, like, anything about this version.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Mario and Yoshi.
Yeah. Making
that
a
a
hilarious
frickin'
cameo.
Yoshi?
Speaking of this
Is that
version,
Yoshi?
Of course it is, Snake. Everybody loves Yoshi.
Are these just brawl lines?
God. Actually, I think in Metal Gear 3D, Paramedic talks about, like, the little Yoshi statues that replace the Karatons.
yeah. Hey Snake, it's Yoshi. Everybody loves Yoshi.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I think it's just the same conversation that was originally about Karaton, just with, like, Yoshi
Yeah.
put in.
I'll always appreciate the sound that the Yoshis make in MGS 3D more than the Keraton sound.
Uh-huh.
This Keraton sounds just annoying to me in MGS 3D.
Just a little... breep, 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 breep.
Yeah.
That was my Mario World impersonation attempt. I hope you enjoyed it.
I was trying to get a good look at Gray Fox
God.
before I kick his...
I-
Is
I-
Metal
I-
Gear Solid
completely.
3D the only game that you can canonically shoot Yoshi with a lethal weapon?
Well, no, Brawl.
That's true.
Or any Smash Bros. Game, I guess.
Or Mario Party. They sometimes have some.
Yeah,
I don't know
Cowboy Land.
how lethal some of those weapons are.
They're
Are
probably
you a
Popkins.
are you a tax collector, Dan, where you just go around shooting Yoshis with lethal weapons?
Teleport, ninja. Good teleport.
God. Yeah, this... It doesn't look like Trey's having much trouble with the boss here, but, like, in the PS1 I feel like half the problem in the PS1 version is that you have about a third of the amount of health as you do in Twin Snakes when you fight this boss. And it's just, I don't know, it always takes me a few tries to get past this when I play the PS1, because he just is so much better at fighting you than you are at fighting him. What was that? Why did it make an airplane sound?
Because he's part machine,
'Cause he's
part
that
man.
fat. Well, no, that was Snake that made that noise, I think.
Oof. Okay, that was actually a good move.
That was a throw.
Not my computers.
Oh yeah, so the Gray Fox's lines about, like, pain and about hand-to-hand combat, that's what his assist trophy says in Smash Bros.
So weird.
And they just took Rob Paulson's voice clips from this game and put them into Brawl unaltered.
They've had them since the early
Big
2000s.
boss.
You were killed in Zanzibar and in Outer Heaven. What the hell?
How many times do I gotta kill you?
Well, no, wait,
Explain this right now, preferably with a fully developed and produced video game.
That takes 80 hours to complete, where you're just, like, going around Africa Fultoning soldiers. It'll be great.
Was this in the original? This is just weird.
No,
I
this
think it was.
But like most things in Twin Snakes, they really, like, drew it out for this version.
What the hell? Alright, he's dead. Finally. When I was playing this, I was like, what is going on with this guy? Like, did they get,
Sorry,
like...
Snake. I'll be on my way now.
How embarrassing.
You almost kind of wonder if, like, I mean, I know there's, like, no reason for this, but if, like, Psycho Mantis is interfering with him.
I mean,
Yeah, that
makes some sense.
No, I don't think... Yeah, I think Gray Fox is just supposed to be, like, insane.
Well, didn't they
Except
also,
when he gives
like...
his rousing speech at the end.
Yeah. Didn't they also torture the crap out of him in Foxhound to get him how he was?
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, a certain
You yourself
friend from one of the previous Metal Gear stories is responsible, and I still have not fully come to terms with that as a Metal Gear fan.
But why would he do that to Ocelot, though? Or why would he do that to Gray Fox, though? Like, Gray Fox was Snack's friend.
Because he was missing in Outer Heaven. He was missing our Gray Fox.
Our Gray Fox.
Yeah, and we had
Oh,
to
yeah.
locate some plastic explosive.
Naomi kind of buries the lead that she's going to betray you about.
Whoa,
About her
I
brother
thought we were
later.
trying to be sometimes coy about spoilers.
If they're watching this, I'm sorry.
While they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
I thought she was gonna say today is genome therapy day.
National Genome Therapy Day.
I don't know why I heard her say that.
Because it's
So wait a minute. So Gray Fox was like a test dummy for the genome soldiers. Were
I
the
think so,
genome
yeah.
soldiers supposed to be like ninjas too? Because if that was the goal, then I hate to be like too critical here, but they didn't exactly succeed.
They were supposed to be ninjas, but they came out white marshmallow men.
They just came out as people who can't hear
They're the Michelin Men.
or see more than 5 feet in front of them.
Yeah.
fight again.
We thought this would make the genome soldiers smart. Now,
They've got like ninja masks, but the material's too thick and the eye holes are too small.
See it, and that's why they can't see. Hey, there's a GameCube there. I never noticed that before.
Yep.
And a Wavebird. Wow.
you can shoot it too.
Wait a minute.
Not
If you're using
staying,
a
I'm
Wavebird,
sitting.
how are you gonna feel Psycho Mantis's telepathy? Because there's no rumble feature.
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
I don't know.
Alone?
I love this line.
Are you an otaku?
Alone?
Come on, get out. You can't
God.
stay here forever.
He is just.
That's such a good line.
I mean, it's good for all the wrong reasons.
You're the Metal Gear Rex.
He's like.
Here, however.
He's like 90s cringe anime nerd.
I heard about
Also, how did
He's like-
Otacon's hair go from being gray in this game to brown in Metal Gear Solid 2?
it, but no.
I don't know. Isn't he
He
always
dyes
supposed to
it.
be?
He wanted to
He
feel young
stole
again.
Sonny's hair color.
At least you're not one of them.
It's like, yeah, I can pretend I'm Sonny's dad. I kind of have gray hair.
Does he have gray hair in the original?
I think so.
Are you hurt?
I didn't think he was that old. I thought he was like 30 something in this
I don't think he's supposed to be old. It's just, it's you know, because this is a Japanese anime, he has like
My ankle a little trying to
a non-natural hair color.
That's all. It's nothing to worry
I think they just kind
about.
of
I want to ask you something.
went a bit too hard on the hair shine.
Metal
Yeah, I
You
guess
think
if
it's just
it
a
was a little bit less like reflective, it would just look like dark hair.
It's a mobile TMD.
I think you're right. I think it is just shine.
Oh, mobile TMD. Well, that explains it.
I already know that
God. Snake goes ham on him.
Don't you remember the Geneva Convention? No walking deathmobiles. No fun allowed.
Like, Snake can obviously tell that he's not, like, a threat.
He's holding him up really high. Like, Snake, isn't that, like, painful for you?
test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability.
I wonder if he's pumped up on adrenaline from the fight he just had.
From the pain.
So he's still kind of gruff. He's still got the gruffness from being amped up on all that.
A nuclear missile on
Liar. I know that you're a ninja, too. Just in an otaku disguise.
Wait,
Is he sitting?
They're gonna put a nuke in Rex? But they told me they were just gonna put a nuke that didn't have a warhead in Rex.
Yeah. They said they were gonna put a nuke filled with candy on his railgun.
How was I supposed to know that they would use this device that's fitted for
What, you think...
using nuclear warheads for evil?
Why
Well,
would
if you-
terrorists lie to me?
If you love this aspect of Otacon's character, you're gonna love Huey in the prequel games.
You just made me want a robot that shoots nothing but pinatas. I want a pinata launcher, please.
Finally, the Metal Gear Solid Samba de Amigo crossover we've all been waiting for.
the railgun to Rex's right arm.
Well, yeah, something I forgot to mention a second ago. When we were talking to Naomi, we have two games with the same voice actress running at the same time.
Yeah, Jennifer Hale.
Yeah, she's both Samus Aran
So
and...
which do we prefer, Laz? Do we prefer her role in Metal Gear Solid or in Metroid Prime, where she just kind of grunts occasionally?
I like them both.
I mean, she does
Wait,
a good
does she
job
not-
in both.
Does she not voice her in Other M?
No, they got a different voice actress. And I feel so bad for her, because it's not her fault.
Because she just had stupid lines to read.
It's not her fault that the script was terrible and that she was directed by a non-English speaking game director and not a voice director.
Can you imagine Femshep just going, the baby?
Because if Other M was like a prequel game, I think she would have been like pretty good casting. And because there are like certain scenes in that game where I guess like Sakamoto was out of the office and she's like allowed to act, and she does a fine job. Anyway, back to Metal Gear.
Yeah, we totally talked over Otacon just like talking about his baby, about Rex.
Oof. That's a line that didn't age well.
Wait, I didn't catch it. Shit.
What did our president do?
How long?
I think the appropriate...
Otacon, we don't have enough time to talk about all the terrible things the president did.
The question
We
is,
gotta stop
Otacon,
Metal
what
Gear.
didn't
We
he
don't have all
do?
day.
I'll tell you what the president did do. He had a heart attack right in front of me. Scarred me for life. Now don't you go dying on me, kid.
He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his
Oh yeah, he even looks at him like right in the face later, and Otacon's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Just making sure you're okay."
day of the heroic.
The heart attack senses are tingling.
God's got a sense of humor.
I wonder if like ever after this operation, Snake's just a little paranoid that someone's gonna die of fox die in front of him again.
Yeah.
DNA,
I know that
like
I know they like further develop Otacon's dad
mankind.
in the later games, but like if you're starting the series with Metal Gear Solid, and like who could blame you? It is kind of silly that Otacon's like, my grandfather worked on the Manhattan Project, and my dad just happened to be born on the day of the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings. Like, that's not his fault.
On this base, are they keeping it?
Well, it's like you said, they're cursed.
Yeah.
I guess maybe if you live in Japan, that date has more significance.
But it's
Yeah.
already there.
I imagine so.
Override system for the detonation code is there too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is where he tells you about the key cards.
I like how Otacon's like, I thought I could use science for good and to help people by using science to build a giant robot with like missiles strapped to its back.
I thought they just wanted it so it could be awesome.
I wonder if it was one of those things, like, he just wanted a job making robots, he didn't care where it was, and then by the time he finally had a successful career, he's making literal death machines.
Yeah.
Like, you could have been...
That's just the job market. I want to use science to help people and make things that'll save the world, but at my level of experience, the only things I can get hired for are making death machines.
Yeah, it's like, I knew I shouldn't have majored in nukology.
Rex was supposed to build houses for orphans. But they removed the arms and replaced it with a missile launcher.
Well, I mean, it's arms tech for a reason. It is arms tech.
Just imagining...
It's arms tech. He thought the arms were to build the houses.
Yeah, Rex is like already...
But it was for guns.
He's like telling the arms tech baker about all this, and he's like, yeah, we'll get to work on that right away. You just go sit behind your computer, Hal. We'll take care of it.
Yeah, this railgun is to shoot support beams into the ground.
They paint Rex like safety yellow and have him be a crosswalk for children.
It's like a giant crossing guard.
And if somebody goes before they're supposed to, he just stomps on them. Thanks, Rex. You're doing a great job, buddy.
He just has a little sign next to him that's like 45 minutes since last child stepped on. How am I doing?
That's a record
number.
That's a record in the robot business. Oh yeah, Snake was just like, how will I recognize her?
I love how Snake knows here that Meryl is being, like, assaulted by the guards and, like, shot at, and he's just like, let's keep talking, Otacon. We need to slowly and methodically figure this out. Even though I have to go through, like, 3 rooms to get back to where Meryl is.
He's confident in her abilities. She slaughtered, like, 50 dudes in front of him.
Hey, I thought she was green, Snake. Does that not matter anymore, or...?
Oh, here it is.
He gives Otacon a big hug.
You don't have Fox die, do you?
Stop it, Snake. I'm not used to people touching me.
I'm not used to people
I'm
being
otaku,
friendly.
you know?
Yeah.
Is Otacon the original incel?
Man, I'm kind of ashamed to admit it, but I've talked in the past about my love of, like, isolated places in video games. And, like, in MGS4, when you come back to Shadow Moses and you go back to, like, Otacon's lab, and it's, like, frozen over and completely abandoned, all I could think about here is, like, no one could ever find me here.
Oh, this.
Oh, God.
It's wonderful.
Well, yeah, only, like, 10 people
Japan was
who are...
the first country to successfully produce anime.
Aren't there only, like, 10 people in the world that even know what Shadow Moses was by the end of MGS1?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Yahoo!
I love the shot where it's just like, I didn't get into science to make nuclear weapons, and then Snake's just like, yeah, that's what they all say, as it zooms in on Mario and Yoshi, like they're somehow implicated in making nuclear weapons.
They didn't stop him.
Mario, we know you've committed war crimes. Admit it. What secrets lie behind
Yoshi's
that mustache?
Hold on. Nuclear weapons, mushroom cloud, mushrooms, Mario.
God. Yeah, as if Yoshi being a convicted tax felon isn't enough.
That's just how they wash the money.
God, there's just conspiracies inside conspiracies in this game.
Oh yeah, can't you, like, every time you go in a new room, can't you call Otacon and he'll tell you weird stuff about it?
I'm sorry, I'm just listening to the fireworks in my neighborhood.
Oh god. It's, like, most of the way through July. Independence was 3 weeks ago.
Metal
you
Gear
people.
Rex is in my neighborhood firing nukes.
I wish you could actually ask him to bring you like food or ammo, like you said you would. And
Oh,
you just,
yeah.
like, you just kind of sit there, and he comes over like, "Hey, Snake, I brought you some stuff.
meat hot-
Hey, Otacon."
I was
Meat
always
hot-
curious about that.
It's-
But, like, the only time he ever does that is when the story, like, necessitates that he does.
Oh, good, he's gone. I'm finally alone. Just starts rapidly crouching and uncrouching.
Gotta do my daily squats.
Time to do otaku things.
He said that only life lived for others is worth living.
I'm gonna make him wish he had abs like these.
When you or Princeton like my friends. I wanted to do applied physics.
Oh, yeah.
Theoretical stuff.
I like this moment Mei Ling has where she's kind of like relates to Otacon. She's like, oh man, that sucks. But I make weapons for good guys.
Wait a minute. Saw it on radar. You didn't invent that, Mei Ling. That was in Peace Walker.
I've always shipped Mei Ling and Otacon as people that would be friends if they like actually talked at all. I mean, I guess it's implied that they talked between MGS 1 and 2 because Otacon knows all about the Chinese proverbs and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, doesn't she give him like a huge proverb book and he just like reads out of it in two?
No, he gets them all wrong. He just like remembers the proverbs incorrectly
Yeah, he
and
should-
tries to like copycat her.
Yeah, she showed him the
no.
book off the record, and then he only, like, vaguely remembered what was in it. This is all
So
made up
we-
by us idiot fans, by the way, in case it wasn't obvious.
So we've defeated Cyborg Ninja, watched him have a freak out, and then we made a very,
Defeated
very...
Otacon. Watched him freak out, too.
We had to build his ego back up from nothing. That's the hardest job Snake's ever had to do. But next time we'll have an even tougher job, because we'll have to take on Mr. Mantis.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one.
Play some mind games.
We will see you all then.